Hi, Marianne here. Welcome to my channel, and it is Sunday, August 22nd, 2021, and being that it's Sunday, that means it's my WW weigh-in day, my official weigh-in day. And how did I do? Let's not be in suspense. Let's open the phone back up. I was down 2.2. And this number here has finally got into a minus since the start, since it keeps wanting to go back to 2017, but it's going to say minus 9.2 since the start here because I started in July. I haven't been doing Weight Watchers at all really for the last couple years, so I restarted my weight, and it was much higher than when it was in 2017. So there we are, 202.4. I'm headed to Wonderland. Will I get there before September? Or I should definitely be there in September, no matter how much of a turtle I am. But I was really happy and excited when I saw that because I took a blow last night to my emotions after dinner, or was it? Oh, I was getting ready to have dinner and I got a phone call. Something was found that I had been looking for, and it was like I felt like I failed my mother. So I'm not going to go into the details, but maybe they shouldn't have called and told me and just left it at that, because I was the only one on the hunt for it for my mom. And then when I was told it was found, it wasn't where it was supposed to be when my mom told me about it. So, and I scoured the place, and it was just one of those things where it got between something, so I didn't see it. But I just was crying last night, like you wouldn't believe, like as if I was finally grieving my mother, even though she died in December. I've cried, but I really cried last night, and I was still crying this morning. I don't want to cry right now. That's why I'm not going to talk about it, because now I'm welling up. But I felt like I failed my mother, and I didn't really, because I was crying last night, and then it hit me, and I go, what are you doing, Marianne? There's nothing you can do about it now. We can't dig her back up. We can't. It's just one of those things. You did your best. Nobody else went in there and tried to help you, even though you had mentioned this. And I didn't live anywhere near there, but I said, no, no. My mom was dying, and so we brought her home to die. She was already transitioning where she was, so we just brought her home to die in her own room and in her own bed. So I didn't fail her, because I actually told my boss, it was the beginning of December, and I just said, you know what, I'm leaving. I didn't care if they approved FMLA or anything for me. I just said, you know what, I'm leaving. I got time. I got to go take care of my mom. She needs to be turned every 2 hours. My brother can't do it by himself. I'm going to go. Because when I was there a couple of days before that, she had come home, and I had to leave because my other brother drove me, and she was upset that I was, oh, you have to go, you have to go. So that just got me to just tell my work, I'm leaving. I've seen everybody else leave for this and that and this and that, and I'm always getting disapproved, and I have 15 months of sick leave, and was very dependable. And so I just said, I didn't ask. I just said, I'm going, and I went. And so I did make sure that my mom never wanted to be alone, so I made sure that she wasn't alone in her room. I stayed in her room, and I was keeping my distance and just saying, I'm over here in the chair, Mom, you're not alone. And I kept my distance there, and she always knew I was there, and then I would take her a rag of water. She couldn't drink water. So, I was there. So I'm like, Marianne, you didn't fail her. But you know what? I didn't try to go eat a bunch of food or bury my emotions into food. So I was really surprised this morning. I was like going, you know what? Normally, if I was that upset, I would run to the liquor store and get some chocolate or some ice cream, go to McDonald's and get a McFlurry or a hot fudge sundae. I would immediately bolt for food, but I didn't. I just worked it through, and I just said, you know what? Something nudged me after about 15 minutes of crying, said, no, you didn't fail her. You went there. You were with her. And you didn't, it's it's nothing you can change right now, and you didn't fail her. What happened, but it wasn't exactly all your fault. I mean, you passed the message on and other people didn't. I'm blaming myself anyway. I still take responsibility for it, but I mean, my point is I was beating myself up, and I really shouldn't, because I can't really fix it, but I got a good cry out of it over my mother. And so I didn't really get a good cry since she died, and so I got it all. I was still crying this morning, but I didn't turn to food. And for me, that's like a huge victory. And it paid off this morning, minus 2.2. And I was really surprised. And so I'm feeling better today. I don't want anyone to feel sorry for me. I just, it's just, that was a real growth for me, to just not give up and just say, who cares, and start being self-destructive, because I didn't really make a mistake, but I felt like I wasn't good enough, because I wasn't perfect. But I don't think my mom expected me to be perfect, so I know she's watching from heaven. What are you doing, Marianne? What are you doing? What could you do? You were not in charge of anything, so you did what you tried. I tried. I didn't ignore it. I actually went and I tried, so I failed, but yet I didn't fail. So let's see. Let's get into the weekly. I don't want to depress anybody. I'm not going to let anything get to me. My sister's like, maybe I shouldn't have told you. And I go, oh, maybe you shouldn't have, but oh well. You did, so here we are. I mean, she wasn't blaming me for anything. She was just saying, oh, I found it. Like, okay, yay. You're the best. Okay. But anyway, the weekly technique, and this is perfect. Headed to the scale, make an action plan first. The only action plan I ever make is, oh, it's Sunday. I'm going to go pull out the scale and I'm going to weigh myself and see what happened. So let's see what it says. Create a scale action plan so you're confident every time you weigh yourself and can respond to whatever it says. Wow, I was happy today. But I'm going to tell you something. Like Wednesday, I don't know why I pulled the scale out and I weighed myself. And I haven't been doing that. I used to weigh myself every day, but since I got back on this program, I just decided I'm just going to weigh in on weigh-in day, and I'm going to work the program and see what happens on weigh-in day. I'm not going to try to tweak anything or get discouraged or get overjoyed. I'm just going to weigh in on weigh-in day, right? So I weighed myself Wednesday, and the scale said exactly the same thing it said last Sunday. It didn't even budge a point. And I was like, I wonder if I'm going to have a plateau this week. Excuse me. I didn't get upset about it. I just said, I'm already a turtle. Now am I going to be in a plateau? That's all I thought. But anyway, I don't think I can read this, but think about what will go into your plan. Hold on just 1 second. Okay, that's better. Think about what will go into your plan. When, where, and how often will you weigh yourself each week? Well, I already decided my plan is just on weigh-in day. Let's pray for the sirens going by. Okay. Hopefully everybody's okay. Okay, so I already have my plan that it's going to be once a week. And so I screwed up and did my little thing on Wednesday, but that's okay. No harm, no foul. Okay, so how will you boost your confidence before stepping on the scale? I don't know. I never try to boost my confidence. I just go in there and face the music, whatever is going to be playing on the scale, right? So to boost my confidence, I guess I could just go in and say, you know what, I did really good this week. I was active. I was eating on plan. I had all blue dot days. I was quite active, did my workouts, and then just let's see what happens. So that's that. Now, what will you say to yourself when entering the weight on the WW app? I don't really say anything to myself. I just say, I'm being accountable. This is my accountability. And this is a guide. It's going to show me how my plan is working for me. Because if you go into the app and even online on the website, you can see that green hill. You can see the bumps and dips and valleys and mountains and everything if you're going up and down. So, I mean, it's a pretty good guide. So we have to put in the app, and then it's going to say how we're doing and if we need to tweak or what we need to do. So what will you do after weighing yourself? Well, I'm going to get a cup of coffee, and then I'm going to take a shower. So after I put it in the app, I don't exactly go right to the app and put it in, but I'm going to go get my coffee. I don't drink my coffee before I weigh in. And that's the thing. If I want to make lifetime, I know I have to go to the studio and weigh in twice a month. So if I go, okay, so at home, I weigh myself first thing in the morning with, no clothes or anything on. But if I go to the studio, I'm going to have shoes on and my clothes. So that's going to make me have a gain when I go to do those couple weigh-ins. So that's something I'll have to cross. That's a bridge I'll have to cross when we come to it. But I'll know how much I lost because I'll still weigh myself at home and know my real weight loss and just figure it out. But then you got to get to your goal at the studio. I don't know if I'm going to go. I mean, I think I should go for lifetime because then you get access to everything for free if you make it to lifetime. And it's something that you earn. And so I should start going and weighing in at the studio. It's just with everything going on, I'm just kind of keeping to my home and doing the virtual meetings. Assemble your plan. I'll weigh myself on Sunday at first thing in the morning, usually sometime between 6 and 8 a.m. Before I step on the scale, I'll take all my clothes off. TMI. I'll say, here we go. Let's see what happens before I enter my weight on the WW app. I'll say, I did my best, or if I could have did better, I'll just say, well, maybe I could have done a little better before I enter my weight on the WW app. After I weigh myself, I'll go have my coffee and then take my shower. I think I screwed up on one of these questions. Well, anyway, you get the gist of it, I hope. So let's dive a little deeper. Want to keep tabs on your weight, but have a tough time getting on the scale? You may avoid weighing yourself so you won't feel discouraged. That's known as the ostrich effect because, well, haven't we all put our heads in the sand at some point? Okay, I can't be a turtle and an ostrich at the same time, so I better weigh myself, huh? A scale action plan can help you before, during, and after you weigh yourself so you feel more confident, better respond to challenges, and continue to make healthy choices regardless of the number. So, weigh yourself weekly or daily. Now, I'm doing it weekly, but no more than once a day. Try to be consistent. Stick to the same time of day, the same scale, and clothing that weighs about the same, if any. Hint, your virtual or studio workshop is an ideal time to weigh yourself at a weekly check-in. I don't know if that counts. I think you have to physically go in and weigh yourself to count if you're going to go for goal or lifetime. So I'll ask them when I decide to do that. So when weighing yourself, reflect on a non-scale victory, blast a favorite song, or try some mindful breathing. Non-scale victory. Well, I had the non-scale victory. I didn't turn to food in my despair last night. When logging results, repeat encouraging thoughts like, the scale is only one measure of success, or I am strong. You can play that strong song. After you're done, do something that's good for you, such as having a glass of water or taking a walk. A go-to routine can move you closer to your goals. Well, I weigh on Sunday, so I have my coffee, I shower, I'm doing the laundry, I do my mass, and today I cleaned the shower. So this was the 4th week of building confidence, and so I'm getting pretty confident now. I wasn't sure. I didn't let the plateau in the middle of the week discourage me. I didn't run to food and give up, and then I didn't have a problem last night. So I was pretty happy with how it turned out, of course. I can't get to the recipe card. Oh, there we go. Fennel sage pork burgers with provolone and sauteed peppers. I don't eat pork, so I would switch it to probably beef. But it looks good. So that's that. So I'm not going to go to all the points and everything. I'm just going to tell you what I ate today. Well, I had 2 scrambled eggs, surprise, surprise, but I used my leftover tomatoes and some onions, and I put green chilies, and I scrambled up the eggs, and then I put a couple tablespoons of that reduced fat cheese. So that was 1 point on the eggs because of the cheese. And then I had the frozen, I got my partials in. It makes me lisp. I'm sorry about that. It's either that or I'm going to be toothless. So then I had a half a cup of frozen shredded hash browns. I just used 1/4 teaspoon for 0 points of olive oil. And then I used my good nonstick pan, and I put some of the everything bagel seasoning on it and some onions and browned those up. So, and then I also finished off my black grapes. So that was my breakfast. And I had 2 tablespoons of fat-free half and half for my coffee. Excuse me. Drinking some bubbly Perrier. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4-point breakfast. And then I had my 6-point big salad for lunch. That's 10 points. Plus 4 points for my chips, my white bean chips. That's 14 points. And for dinner, I am going to have, I baked some chicken this morning, and I'm gonna cut it up, and I didn't marinate it, but I'm going to get 1 point of some teriyaki sauce, and I'm going to heat it up in the skillet with the teriyaki sauce. So that's going to be another point. So that's going to get me at 15 points. And then I'm going to I have some zucchini I need to cut up and steam. But I'm going to put up to 4 teaspoons for 1 point of Parmesan cheese. So that'll put me at 16 points with 4 left. And it's Sunday, so I'm going to have my ice cream treat for 3 points. My mint and chip 90-calorie ice cream bar that I got from Aldi's. So that'll leave me with 1 point left for the day. So that'll be 22 points. And we'll see how it goes. I didn't have anything extra last night, so I ended the day with another blue dot. And I'm happy with my weigh-in. And thank you so much for watching. And if you like what you see, and if you want to follow me, and if we can help each other on this weight loss journey, that would be great. Put comments below and subscribe, like, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching.